Good morning to the Freetown Collective, except for Ruckus, just because his bias is showing. But it's an apt audio because our next conversation is going to unlock opportunities for Caribbean athletes. We are talking to the CEO of Next Level Performance, TT, Garvin Warwick, who joins us on the now. Since Next Level Performance is a leading Caribbean platform for student-athlete development. It's officially partnered with the National Junior College Athletic Association, a groundbreaking move that opens direct pathways for Caribbean athletes to earn scholarships and play collegiate sports in the U.S. We're jumping straight into the conversation. Good morning and welcome.
Morning.
Thank you more than anything else, because right off the bat, that is phenomenal. We were talking during the break, though, and getting a sense of it's not necessarily being easy. So tell us a little bit, first off, about Next Level Performance in terms of how long it's been existing, and then walk us through the process of getting that partnership to happen.
Well, first of all, morning Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, it's exciting times, not just for Trinidad and Tobago, for the wider Caribbean, because the platform Next Level Performance was a brainchild of mine, and I brought together a team to bring it to life, because recruiting is not something new. Recruiting to the Caribbean, but it's done very sporadically, done by individuals. But if in the US system, there's a lot of recruiting platforms. So this is not unique, but what is unique, it's unique to the actual Caribbean athletes. So we have been working since 2019 on this platform to really get it right. And now that we have it right, it's actually on both the iOS and the Android stores to allow athletes and parents to download the app and make their kids or themselves kind of available, to market themselves and make themselves available to the collegiate system. And of course, the National Junior College Partnership, you have over 500 junior colleges in the US. When I mean, for me, I attended the convention to do the official handshake on April the 14th. And crossing paths with about 300 plus coaches and athletic directors, and being a sports person, I was like a kid in a candy store. It was amazing to see, and more importantly, it was amazing to see how they accepted that, wow, okay, there's finally somewhere, especially for coaches and athletic directors who had Caribbean athletes in their programs previously, because they understand that the Caribbean athletes come with a different culture, they come with a different will, the determination to succeed, that is not, they don't get from some of the other athletes in their programs. So now that they have this platform that they could sit behind their desks and come and look at Caribbean athletes, it's a win-win for them, and it's also a win for us as Caribbean athletes, parents, administrators, that allows them to now market themselves. That's what it's all about. Accessibility
is the name of the game.
Yes.
Now, you've simplified the process quite a bit. You to make it sound almost like social media. They scroll through, but I imagine there would need to be some sort of criteria that we look at in terms of perhaps being on the platform altogether.
Right. So actually, I'm glad you mentioned like social media. So anybody could actually register. So what we have done for the next until June 15, we have actually left the platform open for athletes to register, because what we want is as many Caribbean athletes to register on the platform. But there is a verification process, because what we have to do now is actually get our administrative team to call the athletes or their parents and verify, or their coaches, and verify what the information that is on there. If it's a video, if they say they're running a particular time in 100 meter, if they say they're jumping this high, if they're scoring this amount of points in basketball or football, the stats has to be verified. And when they are verified on the back end, we verify the athletes with a blue tick. So our communication to the coaches in the US is to actually look at the athletes that we have verified on the platform, because that is very key to the success of it, because you may have about 500-600 athletes on the platform, but there may only be about 200 and something actually verified, because we have taken the task to do the heavy lifting for the colleges to say, we will go to the Caribbean countries, we will do the vetting, we will do the verification for them, so that when they look and they filter, they look for those verified athletes.
Persons, making it easy, man. In that case, when the coaches are looking at these students, in terms of their actual access to them then, is there a second part where you verify the coaches or vet the coaches, confirming that they are from where they say they're from?
So the same process apply for the coaches when they do register on the platform. They are blue ticked, which is a verification process. So we have, as I said, we have spent a lot of time developing the back end of the platform, and so those coaches have to be verified as well. And when we speak through our webinars and seminars, we also notify parents or players to please speak to the verified athletes. I mean, if we pick up the bugs or the spammers, of course we have the administrative rights to block them or delete them off the platform. That doesn't stop them from trying to access it through another form. But that is in any social media. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, you get that. But it's a matter of the processes. And our policies with iOS have been very stringent, and that took us a long time. So now that we have kind of ironed that out, we are ready to rumble, and we're ready to welcome all athletes across the Caribbean.
How many athletes are we talking about in terms of welcoming? I know you say you don't mind having as many as you possibly can, but is there a target figure?
So we want to hit new signups, about 500 athletes across the Caribbean before the end of the year, and that is specific. And it's I want to make it very clear. Most of the people know me from basketball, right? And I wear a basketball hat. I coach. I've been an administrator. But the platform is across sporting disciplines. So you have football/soccer, you have the basketball, you have volleyball, you have water polo, track and field. You have a number of sporting disciplines that any athlete could go on and sign up. And the thing about the platform is that you could develop your profile, but you could then take your profile and share it to anybody. So while the coaches on the platform could view your profile, you have access to now take that information, because what the platform does is give you all of your biodata. It gives you all your personal information. It gives you all your social media contacts. It gives you all your videos that you have of yourself. Any tests you may have done, it's for vertical jump, high jump. Those are some of the services that we also offer for clubs and programs to come in and do those testing, as well as videos, newspaper articles, transcripts. So when you share this link of your profile, a coach, a parent, an aunt who sends it to someone who they have a contact, they get all the information that is required on this particular athlete. The model was developed alongside the kind of Amazon model that moved away from multiple clicks to one hub, one click, one decision that you need to make. And that's the ease of reference, and that's why we're trying to put as many athletes in front of coaches so that we see the success stories by July and by the end of the year.
Well, Garvin, it sounds like we have a clear understanding of what it can do for us. How can we be a part of it?
So it's really, I mean, go and download. I encourage parents and athletes to go download the app. It's free on the iOS and Android app. Go download it, fill out your information, put as much information as you can. Our team on the back end will see it. We will call, we will verify the information. We will also, especially for the track athletes, we will look at the international records and verify some of the information that they've put there. And then we will then verify those athletes. We are encouraging parents and athletes to go ahead and sign up before 15th of July because there is a recruiting window open for college athletes, national junior college, that are intaking now. And we want to be able to put as many young athletes in front of coaches this year.
Garvin, thank you very much for doing the hard work, because what you've really done, as you rightfully describe it, is create that platform and open a door, if you will, to make things easier for our Caribbean athletes. So best of luck with that 500 target. In terms of connecting you guys, you need to head to nextlevelperformanceTT.com. You can download the app across platforms, and you could be part of the conversation, getting a little bit closer to your dreams as a student athlete. Garvin Warwick, the CEO of Next Level Performance TTT, joining us. TT. Joining us here on TTT as we talk unlocking opportunities for the Caribbean athlete. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it.